Shalom, shalom, Mr. Brother Zechariah coming back to you with another lesson, okay? But before I get started, I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. Shalom to you brothers out there, man, that are laboring, enduring the elements, making your body a living sacrifice, trying to seal the elect, making your call and election assured, seeking out your own salvation, as well as you sisters that are learning, listening, applying, being obedient to your husbands. Shalom, shalom. Again, it's the brother Zechariah. Come back to you with another lesson on this beautiful Saturday, man. The sun is shining. I'm outdoors, it's clear skies. It's just, it's beautiful, man. And it's supposed to be decent, a decent day. So it's going to be a beautiful highways and hedges later on, but I want to do a couple of these quick lessons, before going out later this evening, all right? All through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, these be edifying, okay? So I wanted to kick off with this one here. In this article, this is People magazine, and it says VA Virginia man sentenced for murdering Target coworker he claims stole his lunch from workplace fridge. Okay, and I don't know if this guy might be a Jake or a lot of times these foreigners come over here too. Hey, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. You got those Hamites, they come over and stuff like that, and some because he kind of looked like he could be Somalia. But I'm not sure, like I said, and even if he's from that area, our people are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. The men of Yahweh Shem Shai, those that dwell in wisdom, we understand that our people may even look like the other nations, because the first thing you do, like I listen to a lot of music, like all over the world. I listen to genres people ain't even heard of, you know what I'm saying, languages and all that. And anytime I play something like some music from Africa, I know there was always been one of them overly righteous jakes. We ain't him. Every time I post something, they always want to make that comment. But, a lot of them ain't dwelling in wisdom. Hey, we're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Just because, and I understand you want to get away from that stigma of Africa, but hey, we got jakes in Africa, whether you want to believe it or not. If you think that Esau rounded every single Jake of the southern kingdom from Africa up, like they just went out and we know exactly where each one is and grabbed every one of them and brought them over here to the Americas, then how are we not scattered throughout the four corners? So we're scattered everywhere but Africa. Come on, man. See, that's the ignorance of Jake, But I do understand. I feel Jake's pain, though. Like I said, we try to get away from that stigma because they've been pushing that vibe of go back to Africa or you African and all this stuff, So I understand, but we do have Jakes over there. We're scattered everywhere, It tells you that in the scriptures. That's a topic, that's another lesson, all right? But this guy, and I'm just gonna say, possibly he's a Jake, and he killed this guy. And you see the picture over to the left, man. That's an Edomite. He's red. Edomite means red people. He's an Edomite, and he killed this Edomite. All right, and so it says prosecutor said Bazin Berhed plotted the 2021 murder of Hernan Leva before attacking him in the parking lot of the Target store where they both worked. Okay, see, they both worked there. He said a Virginia man was sentenced to 100 years. See, he got 100 years in prison this week for stabbing and beating his co-worker to death after accusing him of stealing his lunch, authorities said. Wow. Hey, the scripture says thou shalt not steal. Hey, man, this Jake's 25, man. Bazin Berhed, 25 of Alexandria, okay, was handed down 100-year sentence with 30 years suspended in the 2021 death of 58-year-old Hernan Leva. The Fairfax County Commonwealth attorney announced Tuesday in total, Berhed will spend 70 years behind bars. Hey, that's a lot of time, man. Hey, but this is crazy because when it comes to a lot of these Edomites, on the job and stuff, they'll go in there and eat your lunch. We've had it happen at my job, where people have put lunch in there. Like me, when I always bring my lunch, I don't go out to eat. I don't do all that. I always prepare my lunch and I save money that way. Everybody, people in there, they always broke and living paycheck to paycheck. But what it is your spending. You know, you got to learn how to manage your money. And, you know, and even though I didn't grow up with my father, we have a relationship. And my father, one of the things he taught me was how to manage your money. Okay. You know, don't go above and beyond and do extra, you know, going out to eat all the time. So that's one of the things that, you know, and I took that and applied it, you know, and it really helps, you know. But, you know, I bring my lunch, but anything that I have left over, hey, best believe that's coming home with me. I don't leave nothing. I ain't leaving no food, man. One time where I was you know, on my job, I was working and there was this Edomite. And I mean, man, dude had a big ass head too, man. He had a noggin on him. He had one of them Peyton Manning heads, like Frankenstein or something. I mean, he looked like he might have like 3 brains in his head. Like his head's huge. And I ain't trying to be funny, but man, some of me, my boy, they got big heads, man. But he just kept on staring at me the whole time. And I'm trying not to look at him, cause I'm like, man, this dude got a big ass head. And he's looking at me. I'm looking down, just focusing on my work. But, you know, I would always bring like snacks and things to snack on while I'm at work. You know, hey, I'm at work for 8 to 10 hours, you know, at least, you know, I'm gonna have some, you know, something to snack on. I ain't gonna be hungry all day, you know. And this guy, he came through the temp agency and, you know, his father was working there too, but he wasn't working he was in my area, but wasn't exactly where I was. But this Edomite kept staring at me and I went to the bathroom and I had like a pack of cookies and stuff. I came back, man, and my cookies were gone. And I'm like, what the hell? You know, like where my cookies go? And I mean, you know, he ate them and then he threw the box away right over in the trash can that he was in. So he was eating my food, man. And I'm like, you know, if he asked, I probably would have gave him some. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's hungry, I'll give you some food. But like, damn, you just took my shit, ate it, and then threw it away. And then you still staring at me all crazy. So I was like, man, you know, I said something to the plant manager and she acted like she didn't want to do nothing about it. You know, hey, man, these Edomites can get away with bloody murder damn near, man. So then there was another situation where he stole my phone charger and he replaced it with his. And I'm like, come on, man. I had just bought this phone that I had at the time when he did this. It was a brand new one. And the one that he replaced it with had tape all around it. So he was like, oh, I'm gonna take this good charger. So like every time I went to the restroom and came back, like this man was over there fiddling around with my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was crazy. And I told the plant manager about it, and she got on him, and he was apologizing. Like I was ready to put hands on him and everything. I was pissed because I'm like, man, I just bought that phone and stuff. And this guy told it, and I showed her the charger that he replaced it with, because she always try to question like I'm lying or something. You know, hey, these Edomites, man, they don't like Jake, man, and they don't trust us. You know, Esau, they protect their own people, man, and they could get away with, like I said, with bloody murder. But she tried to say, how you know he took it? I'm like, look at this charger. It's got tape all around it. This is an old raggedy charger. I bought this brand new phone, and he's got my, you know, and he told me, he said he had it mixed up. How you got it mixed up, man? But he said he was gonna bring it back. He apologized. But he ended up getting fired, but not for all the stuff he was doing to me. There was another Edomite that she was fond of on the job, and he was complaining because the father, he went inside the fridge and ate his lunch. He had a to-go box. You know, they had like a little dinner thing, and he took and he ate his food, and he made a big gripe about it. So he made a big gripe about it, and she fired him and the son behind that. So you know, that's crazy. But this man right here, man, he got 100 years for killing this dude. You know, and like I said, you know, they get away with bloody murder. This is Psalm 73 and verse 5. It says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. And that's true. You know, but see, the curses are starting to hit them now. But it was a point, man, where, hey, they get away with all types of bloody murder, man. You know, the stuff that they did to our people. You know what I'm saying? They've done this gruesome crimes, man, to our people. And there've been times where they've been brought into trial. Like even look at the stuff with Emmett Till, and them men, they get away with it. You know, the Edomite woman, you know, that made the accusations. You know, it came out that she lied, you know, on it, and no charges was put on her for that. But you know, ultimately they're going to be judged by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. Again, it says they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Okay. But see, like I said, that we're coming into a time where the curses are going to start hitting them. Okay. But see, the scriptures tell you thou shalt not steal. All right. This is one of the 10 commandments. This is Exodus 20 and 15. It says thou shalt not steal. Okay. So this man, this Edomite man, you know, which I believe he's an Edomite, you know, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know, unless he's like maybe like a Northern Kingdom brother or something like that. But either or, man, you should not be stealing. You know, you don't steal from other people. You know, they got their food laid out. You don't go over and just take a bite out of their food. You know, like I said, I had that happen to me. You know, it happened. I was working at another job. We made car parts. And this Eve, man, she had her food in there, and there's cameras all in this job. And this Edomite went in there and ate her lunch. You know, so and she went and made a complaint. She said, I went to go try to get my lunch, and it was gone. And they went on the cameras and they looked and they found the guy that did it. And he was in one of the he was in the Harley Davidson department, you know, where they made the parts for Harley Davidson and stuff. And they went over there and they ended up walking him out and fired him, you know. And that was one of the things, even though they had a strict point system, I like that job because, you know, like if you went to them with an issue, they went and they try to resolve it. Like my job now, they sweep everything under the rug. Like you literally, man, you know, it don't matter. It really don't. We had a homeless Edomite woman working on the job, and they had her set up to just clean. They say, okay, we need you to clean up and stuff. I think we were doing like inventory around that time. And she went in the bathroom, got the toilet scrub brush, and was using it on objects on departments. She wasn't in my department. I didn't want her nowhere near her. I'm like, man, after she used that, you know, that's nasty, man. You scrubbing shit with that, man. You know, and and she had the little thing that you stick it in. It had brown water in it. You know, I ain't trying to gross nobody out, but man, hey, man, these Edomites are nasty, man. And she still had a job, you know, but despite all that. But that's man, I'm telling you, Job said he wouldn't even want them sitting around his dogs, man. Okay? But this Jake, man, you know, he killed this Edomite man. You know, hey, you know, some things are worthy of death, man. But hey, you know, you ain't supposed to be going out here killing and see, and even with those offenses that people are getting away with, especially, you know, like Eve and stuff, man. You know, she's doing a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of fornicating and just, you know, adultery and stuff. You know, Jake too. Jake, you know, we get on Jake as well. But you know, they just out here freely doing it. The 2/3 of our people, okay, and that stuff is worthy of death. You know, being a sodomite is worthy of death. There's a lot of things that are worthy of death. You know, an unruly child, you know, can be stoned and be put to death. That's in the scriptures, okay? But you know, if you did that now, Esau, Edom can lock you up. See, we're not in rulership, so we can't, you know, like I said, you know, and this is why you hear men of the Lord say, you know, we can't really fully exercise these law, statutes, and commandments. To the, you know, so that's why we said we keep them to the best of our abilities, but we can't fully exercise it because we're under another man's rulership, okay? You know, the Bible says one thing, but this man says if you do that, you go into prison, all right? But this is Exodus 20 and 13. It says thou shalt not kill, okay? So he took that man's life. So now the judgment on him is that you know, now he got 100 years, okay? But ultimately, that man was a spirit created for vengeance. Hey, make no mistake. That other guy, man, you know, judgment was coming upon him. You know, these heathen, they're going to get it. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua will use Israel to do it. You know, this is why these Edomites, man, they hold them guns, man. This is why, you know, and they've been trying to, like the government trying to take their guns. They ain't going to happen. They want those guns. And when and the main reason they got their guns is to protect them from Jake, because deep down in their spirit, they them same spirits that were lynching us. These people today, these so-called white people, they the same people that was doing that to our people. That spirit, I truly believe that Yahweh Shem Yahshua is plaguing them with nightmares, and that's why they drink and they do a lot of drugs. They can't stay sober. They got to be high and drunk all the time, and that's because them flashbacks might hit them in their mind of maybe they seeing Jake getting lynched and stuff, and they were sitting there at those so-called picnics and stuff, you know, all the gruesome things that they did to Jake. They getting hit with that, man. You know, they ain't gonna never tell nobody, but that's why they got their guns, because they feel like Jake gonna get them. You know, Jake gonna come for them, okay? But this is Romans 12 and verse 18. It says, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. So see, this is how we should conduct ourselves right now, okay? You know, live peaceably with all men. Don't be out here just, you know, quick to try to fight. No, don't be a man of Yahweh Shem Yahshua on the highways and hedges and you looking to brawl with Edomites and heathen and stuff. You know, we're out there to fish. We're fishers of men. We're not out there to be brawling and stuff. Now we have that warrior warrior in our DNA. You know what I'm saying? We were warriors and stuff like that. So, you know, but hey, man, this ain't that time right now. You know, it's a time for everything. And yeah, we're getting into the time of war, but hey, ours is spiritual, you know, not carnal. So we're supposed to live peaceably with all men, okay? This is Matthew 10 and verse 16. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves, okay? And who are those wolves? Esau, Edom, these other nations, 2/3 of our people, okay? But especially Esau, Edom, because he's the one that has us. You know, he's the one ruling. You know, he's Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You know, 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world. He is the one that's ruling. Look at your money and see whose face on there. You don't see so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American men on there. You don't even see the other nations. You know, even though they got their own money with their faces on it. But when you look at our money, it's nothing but Edomite presidents. You know, even when you go out there in the Caribbean and some of their money, they got the queen on some of their money. You know, okay? But behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents. You know, the serpent is Esau. So be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, so you got to be harmless. Don't be out here just fighting and brawling and putting your hands on people. Okay, but we understand, man, you know, you know, the pain, you know, you understand the pain. There's been times, man, I just been like, you know, I want my job. These Edomites, they be really like just really pressing your buttons, man. You know, and I grew up having a temper. You know, they said, my mom always said I'm like my father. You know, my dad, man, he's done things in his life, man. There was he was called the N-word one time, and he stabbed the Edomite in the neck. And it's a surprise he didn't get jail time behind that. Like, he's still, you know, he was still out. Now, he's been to prison. He's done things, but, you know, he didn't get, you know, charged for that. And I guess because that boy called him the N-word, you know, and they really, you know, he was coming up around a time where they were really trying to get away from that. And, you know, so when them Edomites say it, they was getting in trouble for it, you know. But yeah, he stabbed the man in the neck, man, for that, you know. So it's crazy. But it says, you know, ultimately, you know, when you're coming up against them, man, you're going to end up in prison, man. Okay, this is Isaiah 42 and 22. And it's sad seeing Jake like this, man. But, hey, these are the curses. But this is a people robbed and spoiled, okay? And we were robbed and spoiled by our enemies, starting with Esau, Edom. They are all of them snared in holes. They are hid in prison houses. And see, now this guy is in a prison house now, too. Doing 100 years. Technically, we're in prison houses because we're in the land of our captivity. You know, this is a prison. You know, if we all decided to round up and get on a plane and just go somewhere, or a spaceship and say we're going to another planet or something, Esau, Edom gonna be there lined up with guns around the ship. Like, where you think you going? You know, they don't, because they don't want to let you go, because really we're the ones that keep this place afloat. You know, if Jake, you know, they always talk about how much Jake spends money. You know, if Jake stops spending like they do, you know, this place will crumble. And you're starting to see that now. You know, Jake is starting to budget their money. They seeing that these designers, when you look into the people that own these designers, like as far as clothing and stuff, they're racist or they sodomites, you know, and they hate Jake. You know, you had a lot of artists like Aaliyah. She used to wear the Tommy Hilfiger. She was real big on sporting that. you know, in the 90s and stuff. And then they found out that man was racist. He hate black people, man. You know, and people still go out there and wear his stuff. All right. But it says, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore. Okay. Yeah, no one's going to say that because they want to keep us at the bottom. Okay. But see, Yahweh Shem Yahushua has an elect, and he's waking us up. This is why we're able to stand in great boldness. We do these lessons. We can expose the heathen, start with Esau, Edom on down to the other nations, you know, that have done us harm, you know, had us in captivity, you know, that hate on us, plot on us. All right. You know, because Esau, Edom, you know, he's got to pay. You know, we talk about thou shalt not steal. Hey, this man stole us. OK, you know, stealing an individual. And he did that during the 1619 transatlantic slave trade, the 1492 one with the Northern Kingdom, which I believe through the Spirit I'm part of. You know, this is Exodus 21:16. It says, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Okay, so Esau, Edom is going to be put to death. And see, one of the things, this is what we also bring out, is because what these Edomites do is they'll say, oh man, I didn't do it. It was my forefathers. You know, my forefathers did it. I didn't do it. I ain't stole nobody. I don't have no slaves or nothing like that. Hey, but what you got to understand, you are your forefathers. Hey, we have paid for the iniquities of our fathers. Okay, because ultimately we are our forefathers through the regeneration. And so are you. Okay. This is Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, and that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Okay, so this is ultimately going to be the judgment of you, you Edomites. Okay, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh. Okay, it's the name of the Heavenly Father. Okay, the Son is Yahweh Shai, who's coming back with the heaven armies, you know, to take out Esau, Edom. And subdue the nations and establish the kingdom of heaven on earth. Okay, and cut off from Babylon. See, Babylon the Great, the name and the remnant and the son and the nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh. Okay, so Lord willing, you found this lesson here edifying. I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. And shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Until the next one, shalom.